My name is Yuri Hongo. I'm currently a rising senior at Bryn Mawr College, which is right outside Philly. I first heard about JASC from a professor at Haverford College, and she was actually my Japanese professor, so she introduced me about it through email, and I was first attracted to it because of the roundtables, and I'm an education minor, also a psychology major, and a music minor. But I'm really interested in education reform, so that's how I got interested into JASC, because there was an education roundtable, and I looked into it and I decided to apply because I've never had a chance to, do an academic research discussion type of conference with students from other colleges, but also from Japan, my age. And so I applied and I fortunately got accepted, and I'm actually the only Bryn Mawr student to ever do JASC, so hopefully I can continue the JASC tradition at my school. So JASC for me was definitely a memorable month. I learned not only about current issues in Japan, but for me it was a lot about learning about myself. I never really had the chance to discuss about current issues both in the US and Japan, and with Japanese students and US college students. So it was a really great experience for me. And especially being born and raised in the US, I was always confused with whether I was Japanese, American, both. Because I was born in a Japanese household, but the education I received was from the American perspective. So one of the most memorable moments from JASC, 62nd JASC last year as a delegate, was when we went to the World War II Museum in New Orleans. And that's when I realized that even museums are structured in a way that the perspectives are so one-sided. And we had a special topic discussion afterwards, and that's when I realized that my education that I received and my personal emotions and feelings attached to the events that occurred in my motherland really was conflicted even at that time. And so that was one of the most memorable moments about JASC. And of course the friends that I made and the discussions that we had even late in the hours, they're very valuable forever.
What are you most excited about this JASC?
This JASC? As an executive committee member, I'm definitely excited to see how everything plays out. I mean, we've been planning this for a year, and it all comes down to 1 month, even less than a month. So I'm definitely excited about that, but most importantly, my roundtable. It's a little different from the other roundtables in the sense that it's a lot about technology, the ethics of technology. So we have a lot of medical students involved, and we're going to be talking a lot about surrogacy and organ transplantation, brain death, and those are issues that are usually discussed at the political level or more at a personal issue, but it's not something that the regulations and the laws are very different between the two countries. So I'm really excited to go on the field trips and hear about the different perspectives, and also how, especially at this time, nuclear power plants, the whole controversy over the nuclear power plants in Japan and how that plays out.